today I'm gonna turn a Lego Creator 3-in-1 set into a 4-in-1. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the Lego Creator set. I think it's called the Playful Cat. Very nice little set, only 400 pieces. Let's see how the main build is coming together, and then we'll talk about some alternative build. You might remember that I did some alternative build some time ago for a Lego Friends set, the Space Rover, that I turned into additional set. I basically turned into in a 3-in-1. So I thought today would be a good idea to take an actual 3-in-1 and to build an additional model and see if I can make it work. So over here, the first thing you build is the accessories. We have this nice little ball with this kind of rope thingy coming out. I don't know how they are called because I don't have own cats, but this is pretty nice to play together. We have a little toy mouse, and also we have some food over here with some loose pieces inside. But then let's bring in the star of this, which is this very, very, very cute cat that has a huge range of possibility. You can move the legs, you can tilt the head in every position, you can move all the legs everywhere. You can even go back if you want to. But these allow for very nice pose. You can have a stretchy cat. You can have him like kind of sitting down all the way. Like this is really a ton of posability. And let's see if we can build an alternate model for this one. Maybe we could build a mouse with the parts from this set, which by the way are a lot of slopes that would be very, very useful for rock work. So after we build this, if we don't want to display this too long, we might even consider to repurpose the part for mocks. Anyway, maybe let's have a quick look at the other two alternate models, and then we can give it a crack and see if I can actually build something with this part. Okay, the second model I built is the puppy, the dog, which is a very good model, but I think it feels a bit weird. When I look at the first picture at the front, I couldn't understand what is this thing. Turns out that this is a bone. So if you look at this like this, okay, now you kind of understand what we are talking about. It's very easy to connect and disconnect, but at the beginning, it's the same color, so it looks like, you know, the kind of beard kind of thing. So I thought that was a bit weird, but I understand that they try to give some accessories to these animals. Anyway, other than this model is amazing. A lot of range of movement, all the head and the ears, very nice, cute little face. We can move the tail and all the legs. So you can have him stretch down, look up. You can do many different things. You can rotate this. This one can open big, close. You can do a lot of things with this. Very, very good design with a nice mix also between all the light gray, the dark gray, the pink and the white. So excellent, excellently well designed. Maybe a little bit weird from the back with this dark gray and the connection, but you need a connection here to have the range of movement. But from the side and from the front is a very, very cute build. Definitely a very good addition to the cat. Now I'm gonna build the pigeon and let's see how is it gonna look. So here is the last model. Pardon me if I made some mistake in the video because I'm recording different parts of the video at different time. I actually already built my alternate model, my mouse, and I'm building this after that and then putting the pieces together of the video. But anyway, it's probably a little bit smaller than my mouse, but definitely a much better use of colors. So there's a little bit more contrast. There's a very nice build here for the head of this pigeon that can rotate very smoothly. I like also these colors over here that also help you like to check if the alignment when you build it is correct. Nice build for the beak here. We have a little bit of movement over there. The wings cannot be moved. There's a little bit of range of movement here for the legs and a little bit of things here that you can pick up. Probably the least interesting of the three model of the build. Also, I'm not a particular fan of pigeon, but I think the cat was amazing. The dog was very cool as well. This is a nice build. Maybe I wouldn't keep this on display, but definitely a very satisfying by this Creator 3-in-1. Now let's have some fun and see what I've built with these parts on my own. Okay, so here is my mouse that I built with the parts from this Playful Cat 3-in-1 set. Here is all the parts. I kind of build it in modules. The first part I started to build was the head. I had a couple of different designs for the for the nose over here, but basically what I managed to do is create two side bills around to get a little bit of thickness on the head. The eye is pretty straightforward. I see this big googly eye that comes from the cat. I was not too sure what to do with the ears. I tried it without this and maybe turn it the other way around, so something like this, but I think it didn't look right also because it didn't have much color. So even though this pink sticking out is a bit weird, but I think it gives a nice pop of color and it's better to keep it this way. I'm playing at the front to put this piece that look a bit like a piece of cheese to attract the mouse. And at the bottom I have this inverted slope with the tile that make it look a little bit like if it can open its mouth even though actually doesn't, okay? Now you can see I have this connection here because this is gonna connect to this part over here, very useful. So this is gonna be like this and will allow me to give at least a little bit of rotation and range of movement for the head. This is the main part of the body. We have a bit of simple snot techniques. Here there is a quite smooth curve that goes up and then we go down back at the tail. And here we can connect a little bit of the legs that they're not gonna have movement, like for example in the cat. We have a couple of these small assembly that is gonna be for the front legs. They are all mirrors, so everything work in the same way on both sides. Now, before we connect this back part, you can see I have already a plate over there that give me the alignment. I try many different shapes here and size. I think this is the best solution. I was a bit limited on pub because I'm trying to build everything mostly in light gray, even though there is a bit of dark gray coming out. But the other animals had a little bit of more colors into it. Here I decided to keep everything a bit smaller and keep a little bit everything gray. So at the back, I need a connection for the tail. So the only part that I can use is this one, because here I can put the pin. The problem is that at the front I have all this thing that cannot, doesn't give me the space to put any other bricks in between. And also this cannot go and touch any studs. So that's why I have this part with the tile on top, so that I can have this connection like this that just goes right on top of that and give me a little bit of curve at the back over here. Everything will be close with this one, so still I have a solid connection for the body over here, even though I'm missing some support in between. So this again gives me a little bit of a curve. Now I just need to add these bigger legs, one over here and one over here. And as you can see, here we have a nice curve going down. My first design was quite square at the back. Now I'm sloping down here a bit and this way. So I think now it's already not bad. At the back we can add the tail. The tail is more or less the same as the toy that was in the first model. I just swap a couple of parts. And now easily recognizable as a mouse. Now I think I need to add some legs to raise him up a little bit. So for the back, this is the best solution I came up with, because at this point I was already limited on the parts available and I didn't have much parts in gray. So the legs at the bottom are 1 brick tall. They are gonna connect with 2 studs over there. They are a little bit fragile if you play with two. The mouse itself is pretty solid in all its parts. The legs are a bit fragile. This is just nice, so the tail is just nice on the floor. I have a little bit of curve at the back over here and then a slope at the front. To do this one, I wanted to build sideways because I have these parts over here. But then if I add the bracket, then I will think we sum up exactly at the same height as there. This is not going to be also a very good connection because there is no support in between over here. I mean, potentially I could add something there to kind of support, but I think this is a good compromise. So here we have the legs, front and back, the mouse that can tilt the head, the mouth that looks like it can open, googly eye, ears, tails, and piece of cheese. So I think the result is pretty good. It's a small animal, a smaller animal compared to, for example, the cat, but it was a pretty fun challenge, and I highly recommend to everybody to try some alternate models, especially if something like this smaller kind of set as a way to start this activity that is quite fun and also help you to know the pieces better and be creative with the parts usage. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see some more alternate build, I recommend you to go and check out this video with my alternative builds of the Lego Friends Space Rover Explorer, something like that. There's a couple of alternate models. It was a lot of fun. Please go and check it out. Otherwise, please just consider to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.